Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Me Grimlock checking out Good Morning Cybertron while munching on cesium salami. Or is it beryllium bologna?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good Morning Cybertron!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host, Scott. It's the end of the fucking world. People are killing each other with crossbows left and fucking right. And the last episode of Sweet Tooth aired. I noticed something very, very disturbing in the last episode of The Boys, and it is currently 88 degrees in the shade where I'm at. A balmy 95, 96. The heat index is around 352,000. It's for a place that gets 72 fucking feet of snow. How the fuck are we getting this hot? It sucks. Dwayne Marsh says good morning all. Duanis Perez says you're late. I know, and we're a little worried about that. We're not ready for a kid. With me today, we're hoping he soon starts spotting. It's Xavier.
Man, just every day the Twilight Zone just becomes more of a reality, where it's that one episode where the Earth slowly drifts into the sun, only to realize, oh no, we're actually Hitler on the plane or something.
Do you know? Now this is no lie. This is no lie. The woman that was in that episode of the Twilight Zone where they're getting closer and closer and closer to the sun, I went to college with her nephew.
Oh.
And her nephew is my good friend Mike Kovacs, who is the one who's trying to stop the cult that his sister's in. So,
told you, man, it's all connected.
Yeah, Cult of SMMI, go over and watch that. Yeah, whenever she passed away, like the speakers at her funeral were it was William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, because she was on an episode or two of Star Trek as well. William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy. There was a transporter accident. There was a transporter accident. Leonard Shatner and William Nimoy. And my buddy Mike. It was, well.
Here I am.
Yeah. What do you say? How do you follow up Shatner and Nimoy? Or Shatnoy, as it is.
Wouldn't that be a Megatron Ratchet situation where he wants to destroy himself? Because
nobody wants to be molecularly bonded with Shatner. Even Shatner will be killing himself over that one.
Especially not Nimoy.
Yeah. Oh my God. I once met James Doohan on an escalator. That dude does not like Shatner at all. Let me tell you. Hey Kyle, how you doing down there, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Are abortions legal in Alabama?
What the fuck do you think?
Absolutely.
Immediately reminds me of the fucking shithole I live in.
Oh man.
Where the government says, "Oh, you can't do that. Also, you can't wear a condom." They're getting there.
Jesus Christ,
I'm
man.
not fucking with you.
Man.
Kyle, are you fucking with me?
No, they was after the Roe v. Wade shit, the fucking one black guy there, like the oldest black guy there. That's how I remember him.
Oh, man.
Said some shit like, we need to look back into game. They said something that was hand-wavingly overturned, and it was contraception and gay marriage.
Hey, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm pro killing babies, but I don't like the fact that we're giving women a choice. Very
Also,
torn about the whole abortion thing.
Like, how do you even enforce that? Are they going to check?
Check if you've had an abortion. You
No,
just
check
have
if
to,
check if you have a condom. Like that. This just sounds absurd.
What was? I think
Yeah,
it was.
that's why I don't think he's on the Supreme Court anymore.
Wasn't it? It was some southern state like Mississippi or something where they outlawed vibrators, like back in the 90s.
Was that Florida?
I don't think it was Florida. All the way from Canada to the land of tolerance and pancakes. It's fucking. I tried to make it through, man. And I looked down. Fucking Kyle's laughing. It's Thomas.
Yes, this is a failed country.
I think
That's not even it. It's maple syrup, not the fucking pancake.
Oh, fuck me.
What, did we steal that too?
Thomas didn't even have the energy for a fun. He's like, yes, everything is nihilism.
Well, this country is just it's doomed.
Do you think it's like water anymore? Like any city I go to, is it safe to drink the water? No. It's well, shit.
I mean, you could be the guinea pig and try it, but the last guy who did turned into a Pokemon.
Yeah. Well,
is it common in the United States not being able to drink the tap water?
No, just nobody trusts the water. But it's common. Yeah, it's pretty common. I know my aunt and uncle and cousin lived out in Akron, and that shit came out brown, man. That was rough.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the perfect temperature.
Crossbones Koopa said, I'm pissed I lost my fan fictions, and I got to start over. Holston85 says, sup, suckers. Corey, I'm really sorry about your fanfics, man. Over here, man, Toy.Run. Toy.Run is some fascinating stuff. There was some Ultraman things. We talked about the soda bottle bots. I'm probably going to get some of those here eventually. But Paul brought up a good point. Those that don't like to see Soundwave as anything but a tape deck, at least they didn't turn him into a fidget spinner dispenser. Look at these fucking fidget spinner dispensers.
I think I saw a video about this the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
They look like staplers.
They're staplers, but they turn into fidget spinners.
You shut the fuck up.
I am completely fucking talking.
I thought fidget spinners were already done, though.
They are, but they're back now in KO Transformers form.
Like Pogs. Fuck.
Oh, fuck me. They're very
You ever wonder...
Rainy?
You ever wonder what happens like 1,000 years from now when whatever society replaces us is like, what the fuck is up with these goddamn like triangles that use perpetual motion to keep spinning? What was the purpose of these in society?
Man.
Maybe they'll be more enlightened and they'll just get it.
No.
No, they'll claim
I can imagine.
I never saw the problem with fidget spinners because some people can't sit still.
There's no problem with them. There's just like an overabundance of them, especially like when you're just walking down the street and you happen to trip over 17 broken ones.
Oh, Jesus. We don't have that problem in Johnstown. It's crossbows here.
Yeah.
So many crossbows at the bottom of the fucking river. For those that don't know, we've had 2 crossbow murders in the past week.
And now Scott's worried about his longbow stocks because he's like, everyone's using crossbows and I invested in longbows.
Man. I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to fucking start like Scott's discount crossbow shop. Give me $2, I'll make that crossbow of yours disappear.
These appear to be 2 knives hot welded together at the handle with a piece of string attached to it.
This is just a Glock with a rubber band. Oh no!
This is an abominous.
Oh Jesus! Toy.Run is fantastic. You're going to find a ton of stuff over there. If you see something you like, hell, message the person. They might be able to get it for you. It's Twitter, but with toys and a purpose. Instead of it just being
an actual name.
Yeah, it's x.com. It's my Twitter feed. My Twitter feed is just robots and ghosts with a chance of boobs.
It speaks Cyrillic.
My God, one of the listeners of the show. I'm not going to mention who he was. Right. One of the listeners of the show posted on Facebook and went, I was in Johnstown just to stand in front of the Steve Ditko mural. I was like, motherfucker, you were 2 minutes away from my house. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. Shit, man. Duanis Perez says, Wolf broke one of him masterpieces, so guess who's spending $300 in a month? Fuck, which masterpiece was it? Technical Jim said.
You could probably get a KO.
Yeah.
Probably the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, that's the one. Technical Jim says they're official POG NFTs now, continuing the tradition of making worthless crap. And Dwayne Marsh says nothing ever really goes away once it's come. I saw Tamagotchi in Walmart not too long ago. Oh, and Dewan says it was Masterpiece Rodimus. That sucks. I'm sorry. From what I've heard, though, he's kind of fragile, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not built right.
Yeah. People have said the same
was a
about
weird
me.
one. They were trying to do he's hot rod that turns into Rodimus. So he's got a lot of springs and shit that just should not have happened.
I was
should have
happy
just
with
made
Toy
both.
Motors.
Which one is that?
Rodimus.
MP09 Rodimus.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
I've heard the people who've gotten Tidal Wave in hand, a few people have said he's got bad knees as well. So I don't know if you remember that meme from a while back.
So do I.
Exploding knee. Yeah, my left one is fucking shot. Exploding knees meme. We need to bring that back. There it is. There's your masterpiece hot rod figure. Exploding knees.
I think I actually seen I think I seen a video the other day where they were talking about this potentially happening with Tidal Wave.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna crack it open. There's an easy fix, and I'm gonna fix
Suck the
it.
marrow out of it.
Yeah. Don't worry, Tidal Wave. I will repair you. My God, we got a lot of reveals. So we got. I love this little guy, Geocron. It's like he's wearing a little mask. He.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Is a Geocron? Is this Geocentus?
They had it. I forget what he was supposed to be. They mentioned it in the stream. He's supposed to reference something.
He's the little he's the little rock guys that were in a single episode of Headmasters, and he has their face this time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What was that is?
You want to impress me? Bring back something in these little fossilizer guys from Crystar, the Crystal Warrior. That'll.
Oh, those dudes.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Everything's clear plastic. Dude, that
they were cool,
comic
though.
book.
They were
that comic
cool.
Jesus Christ, that comic book gave 12-year-old me erections. I ran down to the there was naked lava babes and naked fucking crystal babes all through that shit. It's like, oh hell yes. Thank you, Marvel.
Their modes were it's just like it doesn't count. They're alien rocks.
Doesn't
rocks get you off?
There's no nipples there. It's just lava boobs.
I just went to go have a look at that rock creature from Headmasters. Yeah, it does look kind of similar. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Close.
So I will be getting me a Geocron. We also have. I think we knew about Core Class Galvatron, didn't we?
Yeah, it's still weird.
Yeah.
That you decide to do two Galvatrons in the same wave.
One's a tiny Galvatron and one's a big Galvatron. Which, if this is supposed to be Galvatron and then that little tank on top is Armada Megatron tank, that's a ton. Oh my God! It's a full circle because we're getting the Megatron tank in Galvatron, but then this little tank on top of this. This could be one of those fucking looping gifts that break your brain.
Yeah, I just realized something too. Those, I guess, the details on the side of the nose cone, those red those red bits.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make this look kind of like a knockoff? Like
Not particularly.
No,
it doesn't
I don't
seem to
think-
fit into the rest of the color scheme very well.
And that's the chicken flaps.
No, those are just
Well,
the guns. Yeah. He always had those guns.
Did he?
Hold on here.
Yeah. Those are
Let's-
just the guns.
We're all hooked up to the internet.
Energon.
Yeah, we
I'm
are.
looking it up, baby. Energon
You can't prove that.
Galvatron. Energon Galvatron does whatever a Megatron can.
Spins a
Yeah, I'm looking at
web
it right
world
now.
any size.
Yeah, okay. There's like the little
Something
scuba
there.
dupes. Yeah, there's the scuba dupes
Yeah,
there.
Something. Yeah, there's something there.
I mean, there's a lot different too.
just-
That little silver tank is now a block.
Yeah.
It is blocked.
It is a block.
Did he have the head crown? Is the head crown, the gray head crown, new, or is that a
No, that
existing
was-
accessory?
That was existing. That was not. That was like built into the figure itself.
Okay.
Let's see here. Do we have a picture? Yeah, because I think the side of the crowns were on a hinge.
Mm.
Oh wait, it's animation accurate.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Oh,
Well, Thomas, do you feel like a real fucking asshole yet?
What? Yes.
What the fuck did he do wrong?
He guessed the colors of the guns wrong.
man.
Shame this man. Do you have your stones with you?
I don't want to
Break them out.
I like Thomas.
One nut punch, then.
I gotta say, the Slipstream though. Let's get into the deluxe class figures.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of the Slipstream.
Well, it's just one blade, that's why.
Yeah. And you know, I'm looking at this and went, if you were going to do Slipstream, we have the Seeker mold. She would do better as a Seeker mold. I've made a custom of her
I agree.
from the Seeker mold. Slipstream is best as a Seeker. This doesn't feel like a Seeker. If you wanted to use this mold, in my opinion, you should have made this Lysac. And you probably could have used the same collars for it. If somebody makes a Lysac head, or if I get better at 3D modeling and I make my own Lysac head, I mean, I may get this and just pop, keep the collars that she is, and turn this into Lysac.
Is it just me, or image 24 of her in the packaging? Is she writing really low in the box window?
Let's see here. Image 24. Okay, no. Trying to find it. Image. And I don't like the fact that she can't hold her fucking weapons. Anyway. Image. Whoa. Yeah. I think they have her low because her wings need to be angled up like that.
I do believe that's correct. I'm not sure, because I think I just saw a Slipstream like full on in the box window at the Walmart I just went to today.
Do you mean Windblade?
Windblade, there we go.
Have you noticed that the way how her face looks on the side of the box? She looks like she's like 70 years old or something. I don't know.
That's just the compound makeup she uses. Quit shaming
It's like
her.
she looks like the Bene Gesserit from the first Dune movie.
Spice must flow.
No,
Oh,
put
man.
your make a mistake in the pain box isn't the only thing that's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah,
True line.
like,
True line from the
But-
movie.
I 100% agree about this. She really should be a Seeker.
It's seriously just a lazy cash grab, because they went Windblade is basically the new Slipstream, and you just have to do one color palette shift and like one head change and you're done. New fig. That's literally all the effort they put into it.
There really, you know what? There really should be a dedicated female Seeker mold, because now that there's a bunch of them two in Earthspark, like it seems like it's justifiable now.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if you take a look at that original Voyager Seeker mold, right? Really, the only thing you have to do, change the head. That chest plate pops right the fuck off. dare I say, maybe a little too easily, and change the thighs out. You get more feminine looking thighs, you get a more feminine chest plate, a more feminine head, and I'm sorry, you got a good fucking female seeker. And who says we need to stop at Slipstream? Shit, we have Skywarp and Bitstorm from Earthspark. And just make up cute little names.
That's where I was going with that.
Yeah, like,
Bubble Princess.
Shark Week and fucking OnlyFan and there's just a ton of stuff.
CAMPatron.
Some of us can't pay our rent with our butthole, and it makes me angry. So I take it out on people. But
Your butthole?
yeah, I take out my butthole, man. I do see what Thomas means by the Bene Gesserit. It's
Yeah.
so your still suit conserves all water, right? How that's Sandussy? That's,
Don't ever say that word to me again.
Oh my God, her eyes are not the only thing that's blue. Moving on. Don't look up photos. Quake. Now we had like a few images of Quake before, but I think these are our best images of them.
Oh, they're quite nice.
Yeah.
He's got like that almost animation accurate style to his robot mode where it's just like everything's blocky, chunky, and it doesn't look like it's overly meant to be one piece. It's like the chest plate's blue, and it's just like, well, all the 84 G1 bots in the Sunrise or the Sunbow series all had like those big like chest pieces that looked nonsensical, and so does his.
Yeah.
And I love this because it's like it's going for the toy first of all. Like it needs to be the toy first, but for some reason it feels like it's completely animation accurate, even though he was never part of the G1 show.
Right, and I know
Like
I know we talked about this last week. We're kind of rehashing it because we got so much better photos.
It just looks super nice, and I'm happy he's got his two little weapons again, Tip Top and Heater.
Yep.
Great names, by the way. You feel like your life's on the line when you come up against a bot called Tip Top? Hell no.
But Heater.
That's one of his Target Master's names, right? Isn't
Tip
that-
Top and Heater. Yep. There they are.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
I like to
it's
think
not
they
that
sound
bad.
like
There's
Lenny.
another guy.
I like to think they sound like Lenny and Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. Hello. I'm sorry, Thomas. Go right ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, Vern.
I mean, Tip Top isn't that bad. I mean, there's another one that's named, what is it, Zigzag?
Yeah.
That's just as silly.
Zigzag and Sunbeam. Why do I know this? Well, Scott, you can take this part of your brain, and you can fill it with a knowledge that'll create a successful and mature and emotionally well-balanced human being. But look, plastic robot car.
Or you could spend your teen years into your adult years acting like Columbo, and just like, it's very strange how the shoulders on this one seem to come from this one, even though the buck body was from a different figure entirely. Can you explain that to me, sir? I just don't get it.
Look, ma'am, far be it from me to tell you what everybody has to do, but the way that I see things is, you said you came home at 5:38, but the photo shows you coming in at 7:53. Now, I know you said the negative was changed, but I definitely think that how did that work anyway? I think that you're the killer. God damn it. There we go. Thank you. There it is. Took me a while to find that on my phone. That's my text message answer thing, and my boss fucking hates it. Because every time I do it, I cross my eyes and go, well, sir, here's the deal. I know you're very wealthy.
Also, you're a psychopath.
Here's the thing. We know the killer wore gloves, but he wore latex gloves. And he didn't leave. We were able to get fingerprints. That's impossible if he wore gloves. No, from the gloves themselves, sir. You left their latex. You left the fingerprints on the inside of the gloves. Bring.
Scott, do you want me to call you Columbo?
Oh,
Very strange. Yes.
man.
Yes.
I don't know. I fucking love Columbo. If you watch it, Columbo's a fucking force of nature. You don't know where he comes from. You don't know where he goes back to whenever he leaves. He just shows up, makes some poor son of a bitch's life miserable for an hour and a half, and then vanishes back to the Columbo dimension.
I remember watching that in the 90s a bunch.
Yeah, fucking Columbo is great. Because Columbo knew who did it right away. Columbo knew who did it right away. And it was great because all the other detective shows at the time were a whodunit. You didn't know who the fuck did it. But Columbo fucking turned that shit on its head because they went, we're going to show you who did it. In fact, we're going to show you them murdering the person. And then Columbo just enters, and it's not a who did it. It's a how do you catch him? It's great. It's like, oh man, I destroyed the photo, man. Well, surely the film is still in the camera, you know. And then he goes and picks up the camera. Are you a witness to what he just did? You went over to the evidence locker and picked up your camera, not this one, not this one. Only the killer knew that this was the camera that was used. Fucking hell.
Yeah. No, he was great for that shit, especially like fucking nickel and diming and was like, just one more question, because he always said that like 5 times an episode. Just one more question. It has nothing to do with the case, and it always had something to do with this case. And it's just like, so we know that a fucking car careened into this person, and that's why they died. And you said you don't own a car. Can you explain, sir, why you own 50,000 cars?
Yeah, Jesus. Jay Leno, special guest Jay Leno. I think there are certain lines Columbo did that were just great. There was one, I even remember the episodes, the Johnny Cash, where Johnny Cash was the killer, and Johnny Cash he goes, "Do you like flying, Mr. Columbo?" And oh heavens no, I don't even like being this tall. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash was the killer in Columbo.
It was literally every week special guest star killer is.
Mm-hmm. Here, this week it's fucking Dick Van Dyke. And this week it's Robert Culp. And this week it's Charles Ogden Steers. And it was always like some celebrity getting to play the bad. Where else are you going to see Dick Van Dyke play the bad guy? That was the one where he picks the camera up off the shelves. Dick Van Dyke is a sweetheart. But no, I murdered my wife. I'm a photographer. Why are you doing this, Inspector Columbo? I fucking hate you! Oh, my God.
Vampire kill you.
Son of a bitch. Moving on here.
Back to Transformers.
The evil Columbo's guest star of the Transformers world, Animated Motor Master.
Neat.
I got my head in the box.
Yeah. Randy Savage.
Looking pretty good, actually.
I always thought it was more Hulk Hogan than Randy Savage. I mean, either one works. They're pretty fucking interchangeable.
I don't fucking know wrestling, dude. All I know is that Undertaker almost killed Mick Foley twice.
Mick Foley doesn't even remember that happening. He's just like, I just remember I woke up on a bed of tacks and I didn't know how I got there.
And asked you, did we get to the tacks?
Oh my
With him
God.
in my arm.
My God, man. I'm never a fan of The Undertaker, but I fucking love Paul Bearer. Oh, my Undertaker.
Fun fact, speaking of when we were speaking about things like the fucking Doofosaurus from pre-Eternia He-Man, there was a WWE crossover with He-Man, and they made the Undertaker glow in the dark because one of the characters from He-Man glows in the dark. And it's like, he's the fucking dead man of WWF, and this is a dead man. Let's make them let's slap their shit together and make them glow in the dark. And it was the best fucking thing.
Fucking Scare Glow. Fucking Scare Glow.
Scare Glow Undertaker figure.
Oh, man. And he has his own little Orko Paul Bearer.
That would have been the best. A black little Orko with the urn.
A black Orko. Blorko.
Fuck, why didn't they do that?
Yeah, seriously. Probably they have their reasons.
None of them good.
Definitely not.
All of ours,
I
like, ironclad.
I skipped animated Motor Master.
I wouldn't. This is fucking
I'm not.
nice.
I
This is really fucking nice.
I feel like this is what I'm probably going to get on clearance, or I'll see somebody selling it for like $15 or what have you.
I really like the look of this one. Just something about, like, it's a beautiful updated version of the animated fig. It doesn't have the same problems you know about, like, the animated body aesthetic being real curvy and just thin and more like a cartoon. This is invoking that, yes, but man, it just looks incredible as a fig now.
Yeah.
It's also,
And then there's that doofy ass head on top.
Yeah. Kyle, you were saying.
The reason I like this is the reason I like the Slipstream that I didn't talk about. These are like club toys that I'll never fucking get the original because Jesus Christ, that price.
Oh yeah,
So,
that Legends
These are good
Slipstream
for
goes
that.
nuts.
Mm-hmm.
All three of the Legends
So
ladies.
to have like a representation of those figures.
Are you talking about the ones where it was like if you got the last wave, you could make Thunder Mayhem?
No?
No,
No.
that was
Talking
Combiner
about, like,
Wars.
the Motor Master was a Motor Master was a 2011 BotCon set, and Slipstream was it Legends or was it? No, it was Legends. All right, Legends.
Takara Legends.
like
I thought
Club
that was
Figs.
Collector's Club.
Well, you said Club Figs, and I was thinking of the subscription service.
Yeah, those.
Well, this technically was because it's still the club that made the Motor Master. They just sold it at a convention.
Yeah, the three
that they
ladies. The three ladies for Legends were Slipstream, Nightbird, and Black Arachnian, like the animated form. But man, you have me second guessing my decision not to buy this. I will say that. I want to get caught up on some of the chat here. Belucius, Belucius, what a wonderful guy. He says, I bury KOs just to keep the future uncertain. Holson85 says, Geocron, the fuck? I have been gone for a long time. Crossbones says, Slipstream don't look that bad. What if Spice in the Dune movies is a reference for cocaine? The spice must flow to my nose. Dwayne March says, Lysac is a good reason to buy this Slipstream. Holson said, Spice in Star Wars is basically space cocaine. Well, you know, whatever we have to tell the police to get them off our fucking backs. It's not cocaine, it's spice.
Shit.
He continues, I'll be honest, Quake's tank mode is pretty bad. If I was still collecting, it would still be a pass. Technical Jim says, given the lack of articulation on the Target Masters, I just call them Rigor and Mortis. That's a great show, Rigor and Mortis. It's amazing to me they're keeping going after what happened to that voice actor. Holson85 says, Columbo is freaking great. Hell yeah, it is. Mike's World says, aw dang, I missed the majority of the Legacy Final Wave talks. Quick thoughts, Slipstream disappointed, but happy is getting love. Repaints or whatever. Quake is a surprise. I'll stick to Titan Wars. Also, hi, I'm back. I also admire the G1 Optimus essentially being more affordable Missing Link Optimus. For the mainline consumers, even comes with a clear blue matrix. Motor Master is a surprise and a fond tribute to BotCon. I think Legacy animated Motor Master works better than the original, and while I still wish Slipstream was a new mold, it's still an upgrade mechanically over the Legends Windblade mold. Moving on, we've got Galvatron, Armada Galvatron, the H-Tank. He's pretty.
He's good, but this reminds me of that other BotCon fig they did a while ago, where it was, who was it? It was the Armada tank, Megatron body, but it was like painted purple like this.
Didn't they call it like Mega Zarak?
Mega Zarak, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
This is reminding. It's got heavy Mega Zarak like Universe Club vibes. To me.
Right. And they did the RID Megatron as Deathsaurus, I think, that two-headed dragon.
Boy, I don't remember that one at all. I just remember I do have the Universe Club Mega Zarak fig, and I was like, this is cool. It's, it's a neat use of the mold because it's a character I don't have in my collection. And I'm looking at this going, this is reminding me so much of that. This is crazy.
I'd like to say we'd probably see Mega Zarak, but man, we still haven't seen a Cryotech, and I thought that was a for sure thing. How else are you going to get like one more figure out of that mold, right?
Yeah. The Beast Wars Megatron is actually really fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you're just going to dip once into this?
Right? You would think it's like, okay, we made this mold. We got to get our money out of it. Well, we can only do one thing with it. And nobody went, fucking Cryotech, man. Fucking Cryotech. Jen selects Cryotech. And it stunned me that we haven't seen a Cryotech out of it yet. And I keep sitting here going like, are we not going to see it? Is there not going to be, like, not even a knockoff form? We've seen like a huge oversized Transmetal Megatron knockoff.
It's one of those weird things. Like, I do agree so much. It's just like, from our perspective, it's just like, hey, it's the easiest fucking thing in the world. Paint this shit blue. God damn it. And they don't. And you go, what the fuck is wrong with you? And the more, you dip into like YouTube about like how toys are made and shit, you learn the terminology. Like, one guy I was watching was saying when bodies are recast as a new character, when you use the same parts and everything, the core body in the industry term is called a buck.
Yes.
So it's like a body double. And I was like, okay, that's the official industry term, which we never use as fans. We just say, hey, this is the same mold. And they call it a buck. And they say the most obvious things that should be a copy of a buck that gets turned into a new character don't get made because that takes up a slot. And you go, a slot? What the fuck are you talking about? Just make the goddamn character. And they go, no, because you have to deal with distributors. And they say, this is your slot. From 9 to 5, you have this much time and you have this much to do with the slot you have available to you. And if you're lucky, you can purchase more. And I was like, oh, okay. So in 8 months, you are supposed to make like 4 toys. And if you do those 4 toys in 8 months, then you've met your quota. If you make 5 toys in 8 months, you have to not produce one of those. And it all has to do with like running them past the Chinese like production companies or whatever that who's ever making your toys, because you're contracted with them to say, we're going to do this much work. And that includes repaints. And it's fucking ridiculous because it's like, so if you're telling me I have 2 dragons of the exact same body, and I want to make one red and I want to make one blue, that counts as 2 separate toys. You just can't make half the order red and half the order blue. Nope, you can't. That requires resources. And that was the most mind-blowing shit, that a fucking color change counts as an entirely new toy in contracts with these industries.
The one that got me, I was like looking and like, okay, how do I make toys? And 3D printing has fucking changed all that for me. Because now I can, it's the limit is no longer what is my skill set. The limit is how good am I at tuning these printers? How good am I at designing, right? There's my limit. And those are limits I can push. But the term, I heard the word buck used. There is a process of toys. Think of like, great example. We talk about it a lot. Castle Danglehand. The fucking eco monster castle from, back in the day. Whenever you have those toys that have like a certain mold to them, but it's only one side, the way that they make those is they have a copy of the toy that's slightly scaled down. That is the buck, right? And then they have a sheet of plastic that they fucking heat up until it's just slightly drooping. They bring it down over the buck, and then they suck all the air out of it. It sits on a pegboard. They suck all the air out of it, and the process is called vacuum forming. And it just sucks this nearly melted plastic, this softened plastic, around the buck, and then it cools. They pull the buck out, and you cut it out of the piece of plastic, and there you have your toy. So that's where I've heard the term buck before. But yeah, wouldn't mind getting the Mega Zarak out of this. Do we need to talk about fucking Metal Hawk, because it's the
Fuck
same.
yeah, we do. I was Metal Hawk. You forget.
It's the same toy.
There was something else just now remembered about that Galvatron.
Do tell.
I think my brother pointed it out. It has a different face than the Megatron.
Good.
Apparently it does. I haven't checked, but that's what he seems to say. That's what my brother was saying.
Right on. Right
The
on.
sculpt is not the same. There's some slight difference.
Oh.
Well, shit. Someone snuck it by it. That's kind of like that thing where it's you make the lips less pouty, I guess, if you're gonna sell the different version of Armada Megatron. What was that thing where it was just like, dude, there's an alternate head. He doesn't have the DSLs anymore.
Yeah.
Although to be clear, I haven't actually checked to see if that's if they're much different, but that's just where I remember being told.
Now, okay, this toy, this is one I'm not gonna buy, but I'm so happy it exists because not a lot of people got this. Good for you.
This is the only one that I pre-ordered out of all this.
Really?
Because it has two that I don't have and are really hard to get. It has Frenzy and it has Buzzsaw.
I actually
Soundwave
bought a
finally
second.
came with Buzzsaw.
I actually bought a second laser beak and just painted it gold.
Scott,
Yeah.
that's cheating.
Also, mine's
Don't you
starting.
feel-
My
don't you feel
actual
bad?
one started to discolor.
Oh.
So hopefully that problem's out with the new one.
Oh, look at this sexiness.
I'm actually kind of glad that it comes with this particular pile driver guy, the blue one, because
Would fear a rear fib.
I don't know, but that's the one that I'm missing, so it's perfect.
I think they're actually calling it Frenzy in the box. I think they are calling
Are
it
you
Frenzy.
shitting me? Actually supposed to be the blue one.
Let's see here.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
I guess that
God,
is
fuck
accurate.
you. Decepticon
What?
Rumble, you bunch of bullshits.
Fuck you. His
they-
name's
they-
Frenzy.
Well, I mean, the original toy was called Frenzy, right? The blue one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The toy's
Rumble.
canon above all else.
Yeah.
I'm a rear
If you
fib
want to
man.
argue with me that the cartoon's canon, I'm like, the toy fucking came first. Galvatron's gray.
Galvatron is gray. You fucking A right.
So he was designed.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's all you, baby.
Okay. Yeah, Galvatron's great. He was designed for the movie, so actually the movie, nah, fucker, the toy came out before the movie. Am I wrong, Scott? Did the toy come out first?
Toy came out first.
Or did the movie? Son of a bitch is gray.
Toy.
It's the only color that makes sense.
I was there. I fucking lived
Megatron
it.
was gray. Galvatron's gray. Thundercracker was blue. Scourge is blue. Skywarp was purple. Cyclonus is purple.
I remember sitting there with the little toy catalog in my hand. I got Cup. I got Cup one year for Christmas, and the movie was not out yet. And I remember looking at that catalog in my hand going, City Commander? Is this the guy? Is he? Okay, I guess like he answers to Megatron. He looks an awful lot like Megatron. But, okay, City Commander. And then, there's this Ultra Magnus dude, but he's City Commander too. And I had no idea. Okay, I guess we're going to wait and see what these guys do. So there we are.
What did they do?
There was another
tears.
interesting detail about the G1 characters. I guess comic wise, Megatron, the original Megatron, canonically has aviator goggles. At least in the first few pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, canonically, according to IDW, he has a starfish head under his helmet as a gladiator in the pits. But
Yeah, that too. But like in the original G1 comic books, like he's got these aviator goggles that were never visited ever again in any medium.
Well, also
This
you'll
is
remember
new to
clearly.
me.
I mean, maybe you don't remember clearly, but they fucking had Soundwave, Megatron flying like fucking Superman in the G1 episode, and yet in this very same episode, Optimus Prime needed a rocket pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another
He
thing.
was
that was like
going
a running,
to space.
but that was another weird thing. It was like a running change. Originally, the Autobots, all of them could fly, just like the Decepticons, and then halfway through the show, they were like, "Oh, only Decepticons can fly." What?
Well, at the end of episode, at the start of episode, when the miniseries ended,
There
they
it
went,
is.
"Hey, it's kind of fucking stupid if they can all fly."
Yeah,
There it is. Look at that. There's the
Aviator
goggles.
goggles.
Aviator goggles. There they are.
Okay.
Big red.
there's a couple of other panels where I think you see it, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And there's Optimus the
It's just
Cybertronian
his
alt mode.
fucking weird eyes.
Yeah. Well, in that weird alt mode, yeah.
This is the only time you see the mobile Autobot repair base from Ratchet. Just stuck on the outside of the ship. Except
shit
no.
appearing
Go
Hey.
back to Optimus's
What's that?
Cybertronian alt mode again.
Okay.
Go up to Optimus's.
Oh, look, his glasses are off in that panel.
Yes, he took them off.
There they are.
That thing,
Doesn't it
yeah.
kind of look like the same shape as the Transformers 1 alt mode?
There's a little bit of that there. Like, yeah. I like how his head's sticking out.
Yes, it's a very unusual looking thing that he's become in this form. It's almost kind of spannery a little bit.
It looks painful.
Man,
Well,
there's
like
just-
you can see his arm like sticking out of the front of it. Yeah.
yeah, it's just the fucking like imagination it takes to go. We need to upgrade the lore and the toy to something more reasonable. Fucking goggles? You fucking kidding me?
I like how the mobile repair bay is unrepairing those rocks.
Yep.
They need the raw materials.
Man. Oh,
There's silicon in those rocks.
there you go. Ratchet and Ironhide. I was wrong. There are the Marbs, and they're standing on him again. Like toy fucking accuracy. Ho, man. Look at this.
Yeah. That
Bra-
shit'll be gone next issue.
Braun has claw hands. Next issue, nothing. I think it ended like halfway through this one.
Oh look, yeah. Braun has his coat hanger hands.
There's Gears.
Wait,
no
does
toy
Bumblebee have a
accuracy
flat
from
head?
him. What's that?
God, did Bumblebee have a flat head?
He's got like the little robot head. Yeah.
It looks flat.
Look at Huffer's hands.
Yep.
Okay,
Huffer's
big
got the
claws.
weird claws, and Braun has got the coat hangers for hands.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. See, yeah, Bumblebee. There's Bumblebee, flat head. See it?
Yep, he's got
And
the
look,
panel.
he's got the technology sticker. Look at that.
The Diaclone sticker.
Fucking Huffer's over here twerking it for all he's worth. Bucka, 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 bucka,
Stop doing that Fortnite dance right now.
bucka. Huffer, Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ, you're supposed to be depressed. So we talked about the GoBots. We have the GoBots images.
Cool.
We talked
I
about
love this
them
still.
last week. Here he is.
They look real good with Road Ranger.
The poor man's missing Link Optimus.
Yeah.
The
still-
smart man's missing Link Optimus.
Thank you,
Which is-
Kyle.
Yeah.
Who
No,
the
this
fuck
is
would
actually
spend $80?
this is the much more superior option because if you are that hard up for a recreation of the G1 toy with joints, no, number one. Number two, this just is so much better looking.
It really is. It really is.
I
Oh.
love that they gave him back light piping.
Yep.
That's It's fucking.
I'm just glad he has yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yes.
it's so good looking as like the yellow-dyed version, and they still worked in a Matrix, didn't they?
Yes, they did. There's no
Yes.
pictures of it here, but yes.
That's the one thing I'll complain about. It's like you can probably lay off the matrices for one time and watch the value of your product skyrocket in value because it causes such a panic in the collectors now. So like, what do you mean there's no fucking Matrix with an Optimus? This is ridiculous. No, he didn't have it as a G1 toy. It's okay if you don't include it this one time.
Here's what I like though: it is clear,
Yeah, it is a nice piece.
so
of
like it's not even there.
It's a nice piece of rock candy and everything, but man, I just love the idea that the missing link came out, and they're like, "By the way, here's your cheaper alternative."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes,
We got we got all the rich people's money. Here's something for you poor folks.
You got $100 cheaper,
oh my
Yeah.
god,
and then $60 cheaper.
this is great. This is so great."
Over.
Are they leaving the legs unpainted?
No,
Just like that?
From what I understand, I saw something with Mark saying, "Hey, this, like the collars are going to look better than this." So, fingers crossed.
Do we know
Yeah,
if
it
you
looks
have
pretty
to?
damn good.
Do we know if you have to peg the hands into the headlights, or do they just flip out?
They flip out.
Ah, too bad. I would have really loved that one tiny detail. It's like, oh, by the way, the hands are separate accessories you have to put in.
Yeah. Moving over to the chat for just a second here. Mike's World said, it just occurred to me that the latest waves of Legacy really have been a redemption arc for Unicron Trilogy, Megatron, and Galvatron. Both Energon and Armada got love with modern figures of both phases. I do think Cryotech may be a bit too obscure even for Legacy, though. I'm a little sad that outside of Inferno, Tarantulas, and Tasmania Kid, Beast Wars fell a bit back into the wayside after Kingdom. Crossbones Koopa said, think we got some Beast Machines Vehicons updates. Like to see Obsidian and Scavenger. Tef said, dang, I'm late. What I miss? Can you all restart? Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Dwayne Marsh says, 3D printing means no need for a mold. That is true. Mike's World said, would love to get a Beast Machines Thrust and Jetstorm. Probably some of my favorite designs from Beast Machines. Hallelujah to that. Metal Hawk. But an infinitesimal bit of shine to it. $35.99. Scott, if you Holson says, Scott, if you get that Metal Hawk, you need to 3D print a disturbingly human replacement head. I'm not getting that 3D printed Metal Hawk. I've got the other Metal Hawk. That's enough. Mike's World. Okay, I didn't know that Legacy Soundwave had 3 different cassettes with him. I was content with my Siege Soundwave, but suddenly I'm a bit more intrigued. Gigatwin says, Galvatron has an angry, yelling face instead of Megatron's more stoic face. Mike's World, crucify me if you want. I always considered Rumble blue and red, and black. Seemed like an appropriate color scheme for a character named Frenzy. Hey, everybody's allowed their own opinion, even if they're wrong. Tef, no more fight between Frenzy and Rumble. We'll rename them Todd and Rod. Final decision. My opinion with Frenzy and Rumble is we should always get them in 2 packs, and it just says Frenzy and Rumble, and there's never any indication of who's who.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the
I'll
most
fix it.
fucking genius marketing decision ever. Capitalize on like just the rear fib, rib fear controversies forever. It's just like 2-pack, always and forever. You can name them whatever you want now.
Indeed. Mike's World said, I missed the days in fandom when the worst it got was nerdy arguments was whether Rumble was blue and Frenzy was red. So much simpler and inoffensive. Hallelujah, Mike. Belucius, Rumble is black and red, Frenzy is blue, Cartoon Guy is sort of purple, and Lavender is too. Agree with Belucius. Tef, Top Gun Megatron, actually a fitting name. Mike's World, Rumble is black and blue, while Frenzy is white and gold. I wish Hasbro had the balls to make a modern figure of Ironhide and Ratchet's Cronenberg tripod forms from the 80 toys, complete with a flat 2D sticker face staring back at you with dread. So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology? Technology! Fucking love Brass Eye, Mike. Crossbones Koopa, do people that love on the flat earth have flat heads? Hey, man. Look, I think the earth is flat and hollow. And a hologram. Holson85 says, I got that reference. Mike's World, why thank you very much, Holson. And Holson gives back a smiley face. This is the next thing we're going to talk about here is what's got me fucking excited. Holy shit.
Yep.
I bet
Right
this.
back in it.
I bet this got Xavier excited because you wanted a flame for a long fucking time.
Are you fucking kidding me? Nazi Autobot tank Hasbro. Have you been reading my Christmas list?
Right? And
Was that kind of his Flames character?
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a Nazi Autobot.
He made zombies.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they clearly screamed in the UK issues, please, sir, don't turn us into zombies. And then he fucking did it anyway.
Yeah. And fucking Emirate Zayron. I always thought Emirate Zayron was going to be a Megatron remold. Nope. Reflector. What?
He's a fucking reflector.
He's fucking Reflector. What
That was-
the fuck? What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
Two steps forward, three steps back, baby.
Everybody said, this is going to be Flame, or this is going to be Zeron. Well, guess what, fucker? Thanks, because we got both.
Everybody was right and wrong. It's
Crazy.
Wow.
They were all half right.
my.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed
One guy in
Zeron?
Vegas who's really rich right now.
Have you noticed that Zeron is like he's like kind of the same kind of tank thing that Skullgrin was, where he's just got the treads on the back.
I think they should have made Zayron completely out of gold plastic, the deteriorating kind, because in the comic book, he was afraid he hadn't transformed in so long. He was afraid it might kill him, and that would have been fucking hilarious. That would have been X-Men movie Professor Xavier's toy can't stand up levels of trolling.
Meanwhile, in animated, they literally have an exercise called the Transform Up.
Oh my
I
god!
did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The,
This is what gets me back in. I don't give a shit about fucking G1 characters we've gotten 7 times before. I don't give a shit about a lot of it, but it's like, do this.
Flame?
This was fucking pre-ordered.
There are
on
no
site.
Flame toys.
Nope.
There are no Zeron toys.
The
Do new
idea
shit.
that the only Flame we had for years, going back I think more than 10 years ago, was a Candy Kit Kabaya version of a character named Flame, who was just like not a tank at all, but he was part of that weird crossover universe combiner thing that they did for 2011. It was that time like Kabaya was like, we're gonna start making our own versions of combiners, and it was neat. But it wasn't Flame. It was just some weird character that was a jet, I think.
I kind of like that weird little thing because I got the Kabaya Candy Kit Defensor, but Defensor came with 7 members.
Oh yeah, no,
Who's that?
they were upping their game as they went along. But that first generation, it was just like, it's some sort of new character that's a multi-piece across universe thing, and it's like, it's something. At least the name Flame's used in here somewhere.
Eat Rock and Flame Feather. My
That's like that was it Battle Gaia?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, wait.
The
I just got it. The box. Look at the box art.
What's up?
It says the Transformers and Action Force because these are UK exclusive characters.
That's right.
Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
That's fucking awesome.
that is cool.
Yeah,
That
no,
is
this was
good attention to detail.
that was
Something
definitely
else.
something that was really interesting. The things they could get away with, and it's still something they do today. I do read 2000 AD online, and they fucking have in the Judge Dredd comic, or they call them progs. In the Judge Dredd progs, they have one minor character who is good Hitler.
What?
Yep.
Everything about that just.
Okay, that's unusual. Didn't they
Good
kind of
Hit-
touch on that in Rick and Morty with Aberdorf Linkler?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like who's who in this body, who's the good guy and who's the asshole.
Yeah.
But nope, it's straight up just Hitler in Judge Dredd.
Huh.
Man,
I was-
this was fucking
I was-
pre-ordered on site. My credit card smoked. I'm getting this.
Credit
This
card.
flame, like, I don't know. This is maybe it's just the toy itself, but like he really, really looks like just a Rodimus with a fusion cannon.
That's all right. I'll take it. It's a fucking Nazi Autobot tank.
Was
With
he
a brick
intended to look like Rodimus, sort of?
They gave him just because he was only in one, I think, 2 issues. So they didn't do much. They just said, I think they only said he was a tank. I don't think they ever showed a robot mode. No, sorry. They did show a robot mode for one panel, and it wasn't like amazing detail because you're talking like 80s comics detail. So they just said, here he is in tank form, and it really just looked like anything, just so they could say this is what he is as a tank in his alternate form. So that's it. And then he was gone after 2 issues. Like he blew up real good.
But he was in IDW. Flame was in
80s.
Flame was in Last Stand of the Wreckers.
Awesome.
Hold on here. Let me get over to Read Comic again.
He was in a panel.
Yeah, let's see here. Last Stand of the Wreckers. And we go to, there it is, Last Stand of the Wreckers. We go to issue 5? I thought there was only 4 issues.
It might be issue 4.
Let's see here.
Is it issue 4?
I guess there were 5 issues. Okay, hold on
He's
here.
wait a minute. He's having his existential crisis. I can't remember what issue he shows up in.
It's 5. It's the very last issue he shows up in. Because he's one of the guys being interrogated, like Judge Tyrest. Yeah, there he is. So there's Judge Tyrest and Prowl, and there's Flame.
There he is. Yeah.
When are they gonna make Tyrest?
Right?
Is that ever gonna happen?
5 years.
Why is there holes all over my finger? Oh my God.
It's easy enough to do a crazy wacko like Flame just because it's like, hey, you can insert personality here, but like some of these characters need some real fucking modifications. Like Star Saber in IDW was fucking nuts, but goddamn that was a fun toy to have.
Yeah.
The YouTuber Sixo, I think he took some pictures of this thing kludged into the reflector mode.
Yeah,
like
the camera mode. he got 3 of them and jammed them into a camera mode.
Yeah, but like when it's all boxed up into that square form, it makes me realize that this body type would probably make a pretty good Rock Lord.
Oh, giving them ideas.
Yeah.
Giving them ideas.
Yeah. It does kind of.
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, it really does kind of feel like a Rock Lord when you see it just in that box shape.
Going over to the chat, Dwayne March says that 2-pack would be a good idea. Nowadays, though, which one is which depends on the universe. The Rumble Frenzy box back. Crossbone said, the correction, do people that live on the flat earth have flat heads? Flatly. Mike's World says, it's a shame that while WFC Megatron fits Flame's designs well, Reflector and his janky-ass arms kind of doesn't work for me as Zayron, though I do understand it as the guy never had any vehicle bits. Flame was in Last Stand as well as with Scorponok and the Grand Architect during the final arcs of the Lost Light, though he was kind of just nothing more than Pharma Adaptus' errand boy. Dwayne Marsh says, my Flame is a Toy Hacks custom from Scattershot. I still have to make a tread sled. And Mike's World said, wish they would have adapted more of the insane persona from Marvel Comics into IDW. Boy, if you're missing, if you're a G1 collector and don't mind KOs, have I got news for you? They have made a knockoff Metroplex. And
which version?
Well, this is the one that you can buy now. This bad boy here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 1-to-1 scale. It has a couple of extra stickers on it and what have you. 1-to-1 costs $40. But And they just released this. They are doing fucking Metro Titan.
Nice.
Oh, good.
A $40 G1 Metro Titan. And my advice to everybody is wait just a little bit. Because these early versions, you get, the red Scamper, you get the white and blue 6-gun, you get the blue and white Slammer, what have you. But future releases will indeed come with the Micromaster.
Mm-hmm.
So they are making the Micromaster. Nice coke nail, sir. Look, I gotta get up and design these things. It is coming with, I think they call it Metro Bomb. So they're talking about end of this month. So in the next 10 days, you'll be able to purchase Metro Titan.
So, okay, everything included.
Yeah, everything included.
The Micromaster sells it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Micromaster sells it. There's going to be a limited amount of Micromasters available, just them. And it's got some base parts to like hook up to other things like the Micromaster bases and what have you. The Micromaster is definitely the selling point of it. And there are people like trying to convince them to create like 3 different versions of this Micromaster, put it in a 3-pack. So you have Metro Bomb, you have Skystalker, and you also have Rabbi Crater.
What?
Rabbi Crater's still one of my favorite names.
Yeah, this is the same mold as Rabbi Crater. There is a Jewish
That's a
robot.
thing?
Yeah. Rabbi Crater. I swear to God. Rabbi Crater. Rabbi Crater. There he is. Rabbi Crater.
That's...
There it is. Dreidel, dreidel,
is that a
dreidel.
Zone character?
I made... What's that?
It's a Zone character.
Yeah. Yeah. It says right here, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of energon. Yeah. So there is, there's a chance that we're going to get a Rabbi Crater out of this too.
Oh, there's 110% chance. Are you kidding? Passover is going to happen sooner rather than later.
Man, I want to get a Metro Titan that just you press the button and a little sound chip goes Hava Nagila Hava. That'd be fucking great.
My favorite thing though is this Metro Titan and Roadfire pick they got in the thread. They have them standing on the Ava Optimus box, which is also a holy grail for a lot of people.
Yeah,
that'd be a real nice one to knock off.
I have that that Roadfire. That is a great toy, man. Absolutely great toy. That was from the Atlas 3-pack.
Yeah, I was never able to get that, but I was very interested in finding it.
When did that Atlas 3-pack come out?
That was about 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
God, I'm trying to remember if I have Roadfire. I think I do.
Because I think I got that just before Tracy left me to do adult films.
What?
Anyway.
Pushing along.
Lorenzo di Bonaventura. He had an interview about the upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie. It was in French, and I'm sorry I don't speak give up. So
But aren't you made to partly give up?
Yeah. I'm the part that left. Yes, I'm French. Fuck you. Okay.
That makes you worse.
I wasn't staying in that... Well, technically my family wasn't staying in that country. I'm here. I'm still fighting. I never gave up.
God damn it, shadowboxing
French never
right
gave
now.
up either.
What's that, Kyle?
The French never gave up either.
Oh, no, they did.
As somebody who is kind of a history buff, they didn't.
Kind of a history buff.
He's right.
Yeah.
The government was slime, but the people.
Government gave the fuck up.
Yeah, the people.
The
I will
people-
give Kyle that. The fucking French resistance fighters were some of the scariest fuckers on the planet. I would not want to tangle with any of them.
And the best dressed.
Yeah, they were pretty nicely dressed.
Like the Finns in the Winter War, right?
Hugo Boss ain't got shit.
Well,
So,
Lorenzo di Bonaventura, in his perfect French, said, "The story
fucker
will
has-
keep a small scale with not many characters. I am pushing to have 6 main characters between Transformers and G.I. Joe. So there's going to be
okay,
like
that doesn't make any sense.
3 characters on each team.
There's gonna be 3 G.I. Joe and 3 Transformers.
Well, now
or
wait,
there are gonna be 6 Transformers.
wait, it's got to be like
6 G.I. Joes.
1.5 Autobots, 1.5 Decepticons, 1.5 Joes, and 1.5 Cobras.
Don't you fucking
we've
tease
already-
me like that, because you know they can do that. There'll be some weird ass G.I. Joe introduction where it's just like you see the top half of a Joe only, and it's just like, what's his name from fucking that Wild Wild West movie where it's just like, this dude's spider themed and he's in a wheelchair.
Please stop.
Starring Vern
You're
Troyer.
giving me like really bad PTSD.
Starring
right now.
Vern Troyer. It's fucking
Why'd you pick the one dead one? I would've took,
Roadblock.
the other one.
And,
Deep Roy.
and Peter Dinklage as Cobra Commander. I would fucking watch that.
He would be a great voice for Cobra Commander.
He would no. I insist in the new G.I. Joe movies that
No.
Peter Dinklage is the actor for Cobra Commander.
You know what? There's fucking precedent for it, because Peter Dinklage did play Bolivar Trask in the X-Men Days of Future Past movie, which is a complete turnaround from the dude who was just some tall white dude in the comics.
I'm sorry.
I thought he did a good job.
You want to save G.I. Joe? You want to save Transformers? Peter Dinklage is Cobra Commander.
God damn it, he's right.
Here's the problem with that. Studios are so fucking stupid that they think we're really stupid. And we'll go, oh, we can't have him in there because he was the villain in the last one and he's dead. And people will get confused if they hear the same voice.
Peter Dinklage.
Which is legitimately what Warner Brothers said when they were making DC cartoons. Like, oh, Joker can't show up. No Batman villains can show up in this Justice League show. Because people might think that the Batman villains in the Chris Nolan movies. Ha!
I'm telling you, Peter Dinklage and the Channing Tatum fight. The hand-to-hand combat fight.
No.
Between,
I don't want Channing Tatum in this movie.
between Channing
No,
Tatum
I do.
as Duke and Cobra Commander
You know
as
what?
Peter Dinklage.
I-
Fuck
No.
yes.
You
I
fucking
will-
tell me
I will
Magic
allow-
Mike is gonna fight a midget. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I will allow Channing Tatum to be in the movie if he plays Beachhead.
Fine.
No,
Just
he's
so
good.
he fights Peter Dinklage.
Does anybody know who Beachhead is?
Yes.
He's a black dude.
No.
Yeah, he's the dude with
He's the dude in
he's
mask.
not black. He's the dude with the fucking ski mask that's on the beach all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, beachhead. It wears like the sweater.
Sure. That's
Wears the sweater and the really thick fucking black or green khaki pants. I'm colorblind. I know who Beachhead is, and that's not beach wear. Those aren't beach clothes. Fucking Chuckles looks like he's ready for the beach, but goddamn Beachhead looks like he's ready for a fucking snowball fight.
let Channing Tatum play Beachhead because not only is he in a mask and that's a big joke. He's also from Auburn, Alabama, which is where Beachhead is from on the file card.
Oh, there you
Why
go.
did you cast him as Duke?
Because
They were going to do Mark Wahlberg, and that's a better choice than fucking Channing Tatum was.
Because Channing Tatum was Duke.
check.
I know. I'm
Fucking
saying,
Nate,
why
liberal.
did you?
That's why I cast him as Duke. In my Peter Dinklage Cobra Commander movie. It's no longer
Dude,
about Transformers.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm with Scott 100% on this one. If Peter Dinklage does not get into a fucking slap fight with Channing Tatum, no way does this movie sell.
Dinklage. Tatum.
Slap fight.
Save. Okay, we got title. Title. Oh, fuck. Let's go on over here.
Peter Dinklage versus a Roomba.
Wolf, Jesus Christ. Wolf 1701. Wolf 1701. My MP09's knee blew out today and took the whole leg with it. We heard, Wolf. We're so sorry, man. That sucks. Mike's
IEDs
World.
tend to do that.
MP09 Rodimus. Mike's World
From back
says,
in the day.
strangely
Yeah.
enough, I'm still content with my generation's Metroplex after all these years, though a Metro Titan repaint is something I'm surprised Hasbro never tried while they had the mold on hand. Holston85 says, Scrounge repainted into Rabbi Crater. He transforms into a Yamaka. Wolf1701 says the movies are dead. Not anymore. We're saving them, baby. We're saving them.
Go in here.
Mike's World.
Just getting started.
I'm interested in seeing them try to perform G.I. Joe Transformers team up film, but even Skybound knew that you have to establish G.I. Joe as a separate entity and develop them over time before doing a crossover. Crossbones Koopa said if one person can make Cobra Commander a dink, it's him. Mike's World says Boulevard Trask in the Fox X-Men films went from Peter Dinklage in the 80s into a 6'1" bulky black man. Love to know how that happened in the timeline. Mandela effect, CERN. Mike's World also
How the
said,
fuck did that happen?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not
Oh.
real.
No, it's because if you look at the official, and this is true, the official canon roadmap of events that Fox puts out, and I had to go on a separate podcast to even know this existed. So shout out to Mr. Sunday Movies from Australia. Fox reboots the X-Men movies every time, and they do not tell you this is happening officially unless the movie is a success and they can build off it. So every time there's a bad Wolverine movie, they go, well, it doesn't matter in the scheme of continuity because that's a different universe. And this happened 6 or 7 times. And I didn't know this until someone said, yeah, Fox has an official timeline of this shit on their website. And they have just the craziest, like, yes or no tree of events that happen in the X-Men films.
God damn.
Mhm.
Mike's World says Peter, the
Sounds
wizard
like they
that
didn't know
came
what the
from
fuck they were doing.
Peter,
Correct.
that wizard came from the moon. Dinklage. Crossbone says Beachhead is an army ranger, and Mike's World said probably my favorite scene from the original G.I. Joe movie was the 2-minute interval of Channing Tatum and The Rock play Call of Duty on the couch. It's
That's the second one. That's not even the first one.
well, there
That's
we go.
The
retaliation.
second one's better.
Oh my!
Now, here's what gets me. Wait, I'm still stuck on that Laza Debona. He's like, I would like to have Mirage because he was a good character. The one good thing I did the last movie, and Cobra Commander in it. It's like, really? You seem to hate Cobra Commander. I want to say he's a fucking racist thing. So, like, what's the deal here, Jack?
I mean, I never even saw the G.I. Joe films because when they started doing the second one and they pared it down and they were like, we're going to make it more realistic. And I was like, realistic? It's G.I. Joe. Fucking go balls to the wall with this shit like the cartoon did. Nope. More realistic, less characters. Everyone's dead in the first opening 15 minutes of the movie because of I guess a swarm of bee bombs or something.
I want to see racist Cobra Commander played by Peter Dinklage.
He's not even race. He wears a hood.
Scott,
Yeah.
please.
And he's
stop.
like, oh, well, he's a fucking, well, that's like the Ku Klux Klan. Like, no, fuck, it's not. He's wearing a hood. There's no wizard's cap underneath it.
I can only
It's
get
just
so
a
hard,
fucking
Scott.
hood.
You are making me just throb right now.
Sir, G.I. Joe is attacking.
also-
What do we do? Send out all the black troops.
And also apparently he's like a Conan the Barbarian Snake Man as well. So I don't know.
And
Can we get Cobra Law in this movie? That
also-
would be great.
they also fucking said, oh, he looks like a Nazi. No shit!
He
He's
is a bad
a
guy.
fucking bad guy.
Vin Diesel is
Yeah.
globulous.
Oh, shut up. That's perfect.
Oh my god!
Damn it.
You know he was already Deadshot. He was already Deadshot in that one movie that
Yeah.
he did for
no,
Image Comics.
no. Is he Globulus or is he Nemesis Enforcer?
No, globulous. Definitely Globulus.
Who would be Nemesis Enforcer then? Who's big enough to be Nemesis Enforcer?
Nemesis Enforcer, you don't need to have a good actor for that. You just need somebody with like a hulking presence. You get the Big Show to play Nemesis Enforcer.
That's what I said. Big enough, not fucking important enough.
The Big Show.
Oh.
Is the Big Show.
John Cena should play Sergeant Slaughter.
Because you can't see him coming.
Yeah.
No, because he kind of looks like he's built the way cartoon Sergeant Slaughter's built, at least.
Kind
I
of.
don't know.
Real Sergeant
kind of
Slaughter.
Like as
Oh, go ahead.
Peacemaker. No, I'm just saying, like, as Peacemaker, it's like I can't get that image out of my mind of just like John Cena crying softly to Juice Newton songs. Is like, I'm a piece of shit.
Like, I don't know. Sergeant Slaughter, he has, as he's gotten older, it's like it looks like somebody caught young Sergeant Slaughter's face in a catcher's mitt and is just showing it to you. Like, he's got like he's got a tiny face. He's got this tiny face, but he's got like a huge amount of head around it. Honestly, he kind of looks like Robert Zadar.
I imagine a lot of his face got compressed by those aviators he never took off during the G.I. Joe cartoon.
There
Or
you
the
go.
PSAs.
Fucking Robert Zadar.
Who in the fuck is that?
So Robert Zadar was actually a really good actor. He played in like one of the Frogtown movies. I think it was Hell Comes to Frogtown. But he's probably best known for the slasher films. He played Maniac Cop. Right? So Robert Zadar, but unfortunately he's passed away now. But I mean, it just looked like Sergeant Slaughter's head is becoming Robert Zadar's head.
He looks like fucking Lord Farquaad.
He didn't look bad with
That's
a beard.
that fucking jawline.
Listen, I'm telling you, the beard is the fucking push-up bra for men. Look at that. Handsome. What the fuck? Handsome. Holy hell. Handsome. Handsome. There. There's my driver's license photos.
What? Oh, he's turning into a Bogdanov.
Yeah.
Dumpling.
DeNovo.
This is the guy that played played like the giant deformed kid in the Goonies. That's who that is.
Oh, yeah. Sloth.
Yeah, that's right. It's the actor that played Sloth.
Has an action figure now.
Yes, he does.
He is, they're doing that thing in the movie where he rips open his shirt to reveal the Superman emblem because the director was the dude who did Superman.
There we go. Kind of, yeah, okay. You need a beard there, Robert, but the mustache is working for you. See, right there. Handsome. Handsome. Good Lord. Man. Mike's World's got two good ideas. Jared Leto is Serpenter, and CarrotTop is Snake Eyes. Hasbro, I know you're listening. Call me. I got some ideas.
Okay, here's the deal. I could see Snake Eyes. I couldn't see Az.
It's only.
So like,
It's our only chance to shut CarrotTop up. Let's take it.
The reveal and the after credits stinger. Oh my god, it was CarrotTop all along.
My god. I just picture like at the end of the movie, you know how like Snake Eyes' face is supposed to be all mangled, and it's like you see like Channing Tatum and Peter Dinklage just going like, oh my god, what happened? It's just CarrotTop.
That's a brilliant reveal.
Oh my god.
That's like who's Rorschach under that mask the whole time in the Watchmen comics? You don't know.
Wolf 1701 says Betty White is Globulus.
Can we get an A to write this movie?
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna work on this weekend.
A G.I. Joe movie starring CarrotTop, Channing Tatum, and Peter Dinklage.
With Danny DeVito as General Flag.
So this is like what this would be what Spaceballs was.
Listen, you
Star Wars.
Here's the thing. You tell me. Carrot Top is Snake Eyes. Fucking Vin Diesel is Globulus. You have Peter Dinklage as Cobra Commander and Danny DeVito as General Flag. You're telling me people aren't going to come see this? Bullshit.
You fucking kidding? I've already bought tickets.
Somehow the boys from GMC and their listeners have created Barbenheimer all in one movie.
Oh my god, there's not enough room for all the show titles this episode should be called.
My good friend, I love the guy to death. Triclops, he messaged me. We were fucking watching Bridgerton. Ariana and I were sitting down watching Bridgerton. For those that don't know, is like a period. It's a period piece where like, oh, people fuck all the time and there's bright collars and this Victorian England and everybody's troncy poncy. And they released the new episode of The Boys, the newest episodes of The Boys recently. And Triclops messaged me and went, oh, look at this, Bridgerton and The Boys, Butcherton. I messaged him back and went, holy shit, I am watching Bridgerton right now. And I sent him a photo of my TV. So now Triclops knows what my TV looks like. Going over to the chat, Gigatwin says, Cobra Commander's design from the second movie was fantastic. I do like the open mouth Cobra thing. Mike's World says, Cobra Commander came from an underground society of snake people that once ruled over humanity and took orders from a man named Globulus. How can you possibly tell a realistic story in G.I. Joe? Just trust us. We've got this, Mike. I mean, we're gonna give you
the Marvel comic.
We're gonna give you credit for that Snake Eyes stuff. Don't you worry. Wholesome. Rachel Nichols as Scarlet is the only thing I remember from the G.I. Joe movies. Mike's World says the movies had nanomachines, Iron Man armor, shapeshifter assassins. Again, realistic. Sergeant Slaughter from a certain angle kind of looks like Dilbert just got back from Nam and decided to join the WWE. Mike's World, in response to the Carrot Top, Mike's World said, that laughter just made my knife. Wolf 1701.
Weak.
Yeah. Wolf 1701, only way to make that guy tolerable, cast him as a mute. Crossbones Koopa, Eddie Murphy as Stalker. Wolf 1701 insists Peter Dinklage is Duke. And Mike's World, add me in the special thanks at the end and we'll be Gucci. So Transformers is going to be an Overwatch. Does anybody give a shit? I certainly don't.
No.
Didn't even know Overwatch was still going on.
Well, that's it. We're done with that shit.
Well, it's not. They actually shut down all the servers.
Aren't
This
you,
is Overwatch 2.
listeners? Aren't you
That was
fucking
a
glad we
fucking
talked
great
about our
move.
GI Joe movie instead of Overwatch?
Yeah.
Fucking-
One was
Wait,
infinitely
so
more
like the
interesting.
original Overwatch is gone?
No, it's not gone.
Yeah, can't play it anymore. They
No.
shut down all the servers. You
Yay!
can only play fucking Overwatch 2,
Electric Boogaloo.
which is a weaker game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to Looky What I Found. Kyle, do you have a Looky What I Found?
I have two Looky What I Found. so I didn't
Holy
find them.
shit! Share that screen,
These
white
were
boy.
found by my.
Kyle's white.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that
I'm so
other
sorry.
shit won't pop up when I share the screen.
Uh-oh.
I'm on camera.
Jesus Christ, look at all the tits. There
Look
must
at
be
all the-
57 tits.
I'm on camera, and you're like, he's white.
Kyle
I
has an
didn't see he
OnlyFans
was
he's running at the
blind.
same time.
It's like,
Oh God, please.
man, it's like the fucking Rainbow
born.
Coalition up
Okay.
in this piece.
He shouldn't be.
Do I count as
Should be
white?
right
I
next
guess
to
I
each
still
other
count
and
as
then-
white. I have a black wife. Does that count for
I mean,
anything?
sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always considered you
See,
Cybertronian.
that went the wrong way.
Kind of, sort of.
Is
Man,
any of this going the right way?
where is my black wife? I miss her.
I love the emphasis.
And that's
is
why
like,
I hate fucking Tony Roberts.
this is like, where's my wife? Where's my black wife?
Well, you know, listen, if she has her way, like it's one day I'll have to verify.
My screen share. This is good television.
Especially since it's
Fuck do I
YouTube.
screen share?
Do you see the little, all the way down at the bottom, there's like 5 icons. The one all the way to the left. Okay, you see how I'm screen sharing right now? This button right here.
Yeah,
That's
the
how
computer's running slow.
Oh. Why don't you love me
that should
anymore,
be
Kyle?
Share.
Mike's
Big
World.
tits.
Mike's World said, "Blung, you're not white anymore. You're white with benefits."
Oh,
Really? Now
a
I'm
good
just
one,
hated
too.
by 2 groups of people. The whites hate me and the blacks hate me.
Okay, so this one, first of all, can people see it? They should be seeing
Ooh, we can-
mock-up for Missing Link Megatron.
That's nice.
This Digibash is real good. I really like this one.
Whoops.
I love this.
Huh.
I closed my screen. Whoops.
Oh, that's great.
The 2-pack.
I like how it
And then
comes with the
fucking disc is a
DVD.
fucking minicon. Yep. I just this Megatron, like all the fucking whacked out colored Megatrons, like somebody did one a while ago of the War for Cybertron Megatron, but he was in the classic Megatron colors where he's like purple and beige and green. I think I've just had so many gray Megatrons that these look way better.
The G2 colors? Or
Yeah,
no, these are the-
I guess these are G2 colors.
Or is this the
Just
European version?
fucking. This is the 2-pack. The deluxe 2-pack from like 06, probably.
I remember this.
Anyway, those are my lucky what I found.
Right on. How about you, Kyle? Thomas?
Oh, well.
I had Dorito dust in my throat. It made Thomas sound like Kyle. How about you?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I found some interesting customs. Here.
Baja Blast Dorito dust?
Dude. What the waspinator is this?
Yeah,
Fuck.
I think that turned out pretty good.
That is actually sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this. So what's the
That's not-
the lore?
I have no idea, but somebody on Reddit made this. And then to go with it, they also did this.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of like supposed to be Botcon Machine Wars versions of Pterosaur and Waspinator, because they had their Cybertronian modes for the 2006 Botcon set, and that looks like these guys.
Yeah. It's something like this. I thought these turned out pretty good.
Supposed to be, I think.
Yeah. That's a good use of that Armada mold. Oh my goodness.
Yep. I thought it was. Yeah. So that I think this worked out pretty good. I almost wish that they would do this.
The bad guys didn't get a lot of love.
I feel like this Waspinator's colors though are really effective.
That's, I think, because there was actually a BotCon 2006 version of Waspinator as one of the Machine Wars toys, and those colors look lifted right from that paint job.
Yeah, it's really detailed. It's a very, very detailed custom.
Very nice.
Dude,
Yep.
that is, oh my goodness, the Black Arachnia though, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
Yeah, I know
like
the Black Arachnia is interesting as well.
Well, she's always been one of those interesting characters because she was just a formless body in the pods. So it's like, what was she on Cybertron? Regardless, she couldn't have been called Black Arachnia.
Yeah, and there's another thing too. When we were talking about the sort of weird, we were talking about that weird Defensor, and remember from the Kabaya sets.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and it just made me think of this. And I found a digibash of
Grown-up Defensor Kabaya kit.
this thing.
That's nice. I like that.
That is grown-up Defensor Kabaya kit.
Well, this is the Bruticus equivalent, because I think there was a Superion, there was a Defensor, and there was a Bruticus, and they all, had these off colors, and I think they had like an additional guy, each one.
They did, they did odd numbers because the engineering for the 2010 Kabaya sets was really weird. They had 7, they used the entire wave, which is the thing. So it's like if there was a wave of one combiner, they made it so that every combiner used 8 characters.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's neat. I mean, I actually kind of wish I could find those Kabaya kits.
Dude, I have them somewhere. They are just the most fragile shampoo bottle plastic, as Scott would say.
You do not fucking want them, dude. They do not.
I have the Kabaya kit Overlord, and he's all fully painted and everything.
I have
That's a good one.
I have the Kabaya kit. I had the Kabaya kit cassette, like Rumble Frenzy. I had Kabaya Laserbeak. I had a Kabaya. I had Kabaya 6 Night. I did end up selling that one. I had the Kabaya Ravage. So I had a bunch of Kabaya kits, and they were really good. I have Kabaya, like the Defensor, and then the updated like Gaia Defensor.
Mm-hmm.
They suck.
They're just garbage.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they're entirely new characters, and they just went from like off the top of their heads how to design them themselves. And it's like, you guys are definitely not the cream of the crop when it comes to the Takara engineers, because these things are no better than scarecrows, because they can only hold one pose, and not even that well.
I've had bad knockoffs. I mean, horrible knockoffs. Look, whenever I moved in here 10 years ago, I have all the parts for my Kabaya Defensor, but I've never bothered to put them together in a decade.
Oh, dude, the Deathsaurus was actually the best one. Now, the only problem with Deathsaurus Kabaya was that he had his breast partners in the other parts of the wave.
Kyle, you wanted to say something.
No, I'm just looking at possible. The screen's got a delay, maybe.
I see. Oh, yeah. It absolutely does. Absolutely does. Xavier, do you have a looky what I found?
I couldn't find anything Transformers related this week, so I found a funny comic. Scott, I miss your dulcet tones when it comes to doing dubbing, so I figured you could just read this for laughs.
All right. Let me get over to the Facebook page, and I will do so. Blurp. It just says call dropped. Okay, Reddit.
Whoops.
Wait, is that... Am I not supposed to see that one?
Which one?
Okay, hold on here. I guess it's okay.
No, it's a multi-part comic.
Okay. Let's see. So it's a snowman here. Open image and new tab, maybe? Well, spring is here. Looks like our time is just about up. And then it says... Jesus, everything's taking so much time. Okay. Hey, do you believe in the water cycle? You mean that after we die, we'll evaporate in the sky and someday come down to Earth again? It's a nice thought, but I'm more of a realist. I think after we die, we just water the plants, and that's that. I guess you're probably right. Jesus Christ. Still, it's nice to think that maybe one day we'd end up together again as a pair of ice cubes in glass or something. Yeah, that'd be nice. And then later, dang, we shouldn't have murdered so many people. That was good.
Okay.
That was good.
All right. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. If I may show off my looky what I found. This is from Hightail Creations, who has started doing an Ultra Magnus that he intends to peg the new not missing link Optimus into.
Oh,
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, it's not even out yet.
Right? So there was the start of it. Here was day 2.
how is he moving so fast?
Right. And then here is, look at that. Still not done. Need to do the shoulder launchers and his gun and some ports for the alt mode, but look at him pose. So
That is impressive. I want to see unproduced versions of Missing Link stuff. Give me Ariel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's good for stuff like that. There's his Emirate Zayron from a few years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, that
Oh,
man.
guess what? We got Emirate Zayron now. It turns out he was a camera the whole time.
Yeah. Well, he knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you've been awake. Let's see. Over here, Mike's World says, add me in the special... the second Overwatch 2 dumped the campaign, and they promised from the start would make it not just the same game again. It was dead to me and the majority of the internet. Blung, you're not white anymore. You're white with benefits. I would adore a Missing Link Megatron, but there's no way in the hell that Hasbro would try a discount legacy version. Tef says, TFW posted there may be no more core class line for 2025. Yes, we have that right here. It is JT Prime 17 who's been right about, well, not even just a lot of stuff, damn near everything.
That's too bad. I like the core.
Yeah, me too. And apparently the
Also, like,
Earth
you're
Spark-
gonna make a Micronus Prime.
No. The Earthspark replacement line has been solicited to retailers as well. That's all we know about that. But let's see here. Where was that? Mike's World said, dang shame if the core class rumor is true. It was a good outlet for me for more out there characters and older figures to get the spotlight, like the Decepticon Pretenders and Beast Machine Shidor. Mike's World then suggests James Corden as Destro, Aquafina as Scarlet, Jada Smith as Lady J, Steven Seagal as Sergeant Slaughter, and finally Adam Sandler as Storm Shadow. Belushi says if James Corden involved, then he's Snake Eyes, so he says fuck all. Holson laughs at that.
I would love, in my fantasy casting, just because he's such a fucking shirtless badass, Vladimir Putin as Storm Shadow.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, dude. And Crossbones says, Scott, you read the
fuck that guy.
biomechanical ship and the transformation chapter set to Garth Knight Breakpoint after I was like, damn, this is like Saber riding Ramrod there's of that.
Star Shares.
Oh, man. Moving on to reinforcements from Cybertron. I didn't get shit this week. Kyle, you get anything?
Nope.
Xavier?
I can't remember if last week I said I got Skyquake.
I think you did.
Then no.
Okay.
Yep.
Thomas, how about you? You get anything?
I got nothing.
Okay. We got to have something, so I'm going to show this off. This is my progress so far on the Gigantosaur. There's other parts that are being printed right now, but I'm almost done with just the neck.
Jesus. Wait. I have to ask, for the body,
Yeah.
do you have the flip down door that
yeah.
reveals the double guns?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all part of it.
Okay. Now, what figure are you going to have arm the double guns?
Arm the double guns. I'm going to have Modulock. There's a 3D printed Modulock out there.
You're going to do Modulock.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
look. Here's the great thing about 3D printing a Modulock. Hear me out on this. Whenever you buy a Modulock, you get Modulock. But I can print as many Modulock parts as I want.
So they need refreshing. Modulock is one of those Masters of the Universe figs based on the modular system,
Yeah.
where you could hot swap a bunch of pieces to create just the most grotesque looking monsters. And Modulock had a the art on the box having him run over both good guys and bad guys.
Give me 1 second here, guys. I'll be right back. This isn't gonna put you out.
Uh-oh.
Sure. Thank you.
Modulok's cool, though.
You want to talk later? No, okay. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Oh.
So, while you were gone, Kyle said he could take you in a fight.
Oh, he definitely can, man. The dude's much, much taller than I am. But yeah, I've got the other side of this printing upstairs. And the amazing thing about this is, to all this that I have printed here, I figured out how much plastic this actually cost me. This part right here, does anybody want to take a guess at how much this part actually cost me, money-wise?
24 cents.
Thomas?
$5.
To print?
Yeah.
Well, geez. What kind of plastic is it made out of? PLA?
PLA.
Oh, shit! Like that looks like it's got to be at least one entire reel.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to let you know. Lightning infill.
I have no idea.
So lightning infill means shit. Maybe I can get a. Do I have a light? Yeah, I have a light down here. Hopefully, I can make this work. This is mostly hollow. The only thing inside this piece is what it takes to keep it steady, to keep it solid, right? So,
Yeah.
So that no, that's way too bright. There you can kind of see. So you can see like there's scaffolding and stuff inside of it once the camera adjusts.
Yeah.
There we go. So you can see there's like a little scaffolding. There's a serial number that the thing, but you can see like down by the Z, you can see a little scaffolding that they use to keep things from collapsing as it printed. Other than that, this is completely hollow.
Dang.
Right.
Oh, so it's totally hollow. So no, I was wrong. It's not taking up that
Here-
much plastic at all.
Hear that?
Yeah.
E sharp.
All
I
together.
was thinking if that was solid, that would be like, ugh.
No, not solid. All together, that neck is going to cost me, once the other piece is done printing, $1.78.
Jesus.
Now I'm using cheap filament. Like the rolls of filament I got were like, I think they were like $9 filaments, and stuff like that. But
Yes.
it's fucking great, man. Now,
That
if
is
they were
awesome.
solid, it would be like that neck. That neck took me maybe a quarter of a roll at the most. Yeah.
But
Oh yes,
What,
Dewan says
what
kitty
about
cat.
the paint job? What are you going to do for the paint job?
The paint job. I am gonna buy some primer at Ollie's. So that's gonna be like a $3 can of rattle paint. So I'm gonna get
Scott.
some black primer, and then I'm going
Scott.
to use
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Derposaurus, but it's the blunghole colors.
Okay.
Giant tapeworm dinosaur.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that. We'll
Hell
see.
yeah.
Oh, but that's
Give it evil yellow eyes, and maybe that slot in it that's supposed to go to Modulok. Put a Hot Wheels car.
Oh man. But I am altogether this project will probably end up costing me because the body is huge, and the file itself was $14. So altogether, Giganosaur, once I get everything done, is probably going to be a $35, $40 figure for me.
Wow. Original 80s prices.
Yeah. That's the beauty of 3D printing too. I'm getting a figure that was never produced. I'm getting it on my terms. I love it. And I see Mike's World down here. I think it's he said this podcast really is the ultimate introduction to the world of 3D printing for newcomers. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Going over here to the chat, Holson85. Saber Rider has a kick-ass intro. Crossbone says, I'll send you the chapter and the them. Okay, please do. Wolf1701 says, this is why I need a 3D printer. Tef in the mail for me. TMNT Party Wallop, Masterpiece Brawn, 40th repaint of G1 Soundwave. Nice haul, dude. Mike's World, keep it up with the dinos, Blung. You're giving Bad Dragon some new ideas with the arm-length head. DeWaz Perez says, kitty cat. I got a second one down here. Newton, show them your shame. Oh, look, it's Isaac Newton. And Isaac Newton had a big old tangle on his back, so we had to shave him to get that tangle off. And now he's bald. He's got a bald back, but he loves getting it scratched. I love you. Oh, my heavens. Let's see. Crossbones, Koopa Senate, Holson, and Theme. Mike's World says, same amount of money as something from the Dollar Tree and yet higher quality than anything coming out of Dollar Tree. I would tend to agree with you, except for Final Faction. I think the Final Faction stuff that's in Dollar Tree is amazing, incredible. If you haven't gotten any of it, please go.
Oh, yeah.
Final Faction is great, but at the
very reasonably priced.
yeah, $1 and a quarter. Right?
There's a Chihuahua that rides a fucking mech. What?
Mech
Schnauzer?
Doberman. It's a Mech
Doberman.
Doberman, and a little Chihuahua sits inside of it. It's. I might have him right over here. As a matter of fact, do I have that?
Get in the robot pebbles.
Get in the
Fuck, man.
fucking robot.
Get in the robot pebbles. No, I don't have that over here. What a fucking shame. Because that is a goddamn great fix. I've got the only thing I have in my hand that's close enough is this vintage space bank that shoots coins.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's cool.
You pull this back, and then it locks in place. And then you shoot it. Boom, like that.
Yeah.
And you plate the coin right here, and it shoots in here. I don't have a coin right to show it off.
What a fucking genius concept. That has haunted me forever.
Yeah.
Fucking weaponized Chihuahua.
Dude, that is the way of the future. Let's see. The robot name is Exia. That's Crossbones. Theme, I mean. Second kitty. Dewanis says second kitty. Dewanis, I am so looking forward. I saw that you put up a new Strawberry Shockwave, a new video on Strawberry Shockwave. So I didn't have time. It's been a busy ass week. But by God, I've got some work to do to my 3D printers, and you can damn well better believe I'm going to be watching that while I tune up my printers this week. And everybody listening should as well. Mike's World said, Strawberry Shockwave is the name of her channel.
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
the link will be in the description below.
Yes.
Dewanis' channel is down there. Mike's World said, Final Faction is a surprise for sure. Got a Synthoid that looks like a shark, and it was actually good quality and looked very cool. Dude, everything in that line was surprisingly amazing quality. And I'll tell you what, if a little hint, if you're into 3D printing, if you reach out to the designer, he's got some designs that he'll sell you. It's a little expensive. I think the designs are a little pricey, but he's got some designs that he'll sell you to print out yourself of some stuff that looks Final Faction-y. It's not Final Faction figures, but it looks Final Faction-y. Wink. 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 Other eye wink.
Dude, did you know that they have now put out, they've reissued the Jurassic Park Dino Capture vehicles, and Nedry has like a harpoon motocross bike?
Fuck yes.
Like, they reissued those?
Yep.
That's
Oh my god!
just
So we get to see all the craziness.
Yeah, I just saw it today at Target. It's the Nedry on the moped, like motocross bike that has the fucking Allosaurus or something like that, one of the raptors, and he's chasing it down with like a giant like fucking claw hook, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about these.
Nedry,
Yeah.
renegade pervert.
Didn't Dr. Grant have like a Necron Gauss gun or something crazy?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I've just seen the vehicles so far. So it's like, okay, the vehicles are here, which is cool. And they all have some sort of weird 90s gimmick, because of course they did. it was the 90s. Even the Terminator in the 90s had a car with a giant fuck-off missile and a Black Manta helmet he had to wear.
We're going to end the show on this. But have you guys ever heard of the Ultimasaurus for Jurassic Park?
No,
Yes.
but it sounds fantastic.
Okay, Kyle's heard of this. Xavier,
I know exactly what it is.
have you heard of the Ultimasaurus?
Only in rumors and whispers.
So, Jurassic Park, the toy line, had a line called Chaos Effect. And essentially the Chaos Effect was they mixed up the genetics of all the dinosaurs, essentially, predicting the Jurassic World was going to happen, right? So
Yeah.
they mixed up all the DNA, and the big bad guy was a figure that they never released called the Ultimasaurus. This was a cross between a T-Rex, a Velociraptor, an Ankylodon, and a Triceratops.
Of course.
And this is what the toy looked like. There is the Ultimasaurus.
So wait. I gotta see this.
Okay, hold on here. I'll see if I can find a picture of the actual toy. There it is.
This sounds like this sounds like what is going to come out. Like this is what's going to come out after the Indominus.
Mm-hmm. So this
It's
here,
like this is the.
you see the T-Rex body, right? But it has the and
You're not sharing the screen, bud.
oh shit! Sorry. Thank you. I'm a tard. Okay. Now we gotta go 30 more seconds, Scott, because you can't say that. So there it is. You can see the T-Rex body.
Oh my
right?
god!
The Ankylosaur body armor shell on the back with a thagomizer at the back here. But you look down here, it's got the little hunting spurs of the Velociraptor, right? And then you have the neck frill and the horns of a Triceratops.
Life finds a way, motherfucker.
Life finds
And
a way.
stage
and
makeup for a band.
and then life gets fucking weird. Life gets real fucking weird.
The only thing that could make this better is if it was in G2 colors.
Oh, well, now
This is
hold
kind
on
of like
here.
G2 Jurassic Park, isn't it?
They actually were going to do a version called Night Hunter.
Okay, never mind.
It was here it is. There is the Night Hunter Jurassic Park Ultimasaurus. Open image in new tab. Yeah, here you boop.
Could this
control-
have been the inspiration for the Indominus?
Probably not.
Absolutely.
You think so? I'm gonna say probably
Yeah,
not.
because it's the same thing of it's mixing dinosaur DNA. Somebody had to have went like, hey, didn't we do something where we mixed dinosaur DNA once and made this big ass monster? So I went, yeah, it's like, let's not do that, but also do it.
Oh my god.
'Cause that's how Hollywood works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my heaven. Mike's World.
Is that a fucking
Especially when they run
baby
out
one?
of ideas because the moral doesn't matter anymore.
You could actually get the baby one. I have around here someplace, or maybe it was lost in the move. I have the baby Ultimasaurus. So you could get the baby one. It came packed with a human figure. So yes, I do have the baby Ultimasaurus, but yeah, never found the adult one, of course. You know what?
Of course.
This is one. I should go over to Cults. I should go to Cults 3D. I wonder if anybody's ever bothered to make this. Jurassic Park.
Create this thing?
Yeah, so I can print it.
Would you say play God?
There it is. There it fucking is.
Well, Scott, you better
Oh,
add
that
that to
looks
the
way
queue.
better.
Yeah, that's a nice design. I mean, I'm definitely going to print that out too, but I want to see if I can get a doofy one as well. Hold on here. By God, you can. Oh, he's free as well. He's kind of
free file.
smooth. It's kind of smooth, but anyway, I think this is where we need to wrap it up.
Wait a minute.
We've all learned something.
Oh, you can fix that. You can pull that into Blender and then subdivide it and then
Yeah.
improve the sculpt.
Yeah, that's probably
Sure,
what I'll
you
do.
You could do that.
Or I could pay it $215 and have the superior one. Oh my God! Going over to the chat, Belucia says Chihuahuas are like the TARDIS for dog shit. Duanis Perez says I came from Transformers. I stay for the cat cameos. Mike's World says if Jurassic Park does get another sequel, it better just be a crossover with Godzilla, which is just how ridiculous it gets. Either that or those weird human dinosaur hybrids they originally thought up. The platypus suddenly looks like a common house cat in comparison to the evolutionary spit take. Honestly, would have preferred this in JW over the giant raptor. The director just saying, fuck it. Wolf 1701, I've learned Carrot Top would make the best snake eyes. I want to thank Wolf 1701, Mike's World, Tef, Belucius, Dewanis Perez, Dwayne Marsh, Holson, Crossbones Koopa, and Gigatwin for being here with us tonight. Holy smokes, it's been a fun one. I'd like to thank my boys. These are my boys. I love my boys, plain and simple. They good folks. Thank you once again for joining us here this week. Take care of yourselves. Wait, that's the other podcast. Never mind. Shit.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Gentlemen, say goodnight.
Disco never dies.
Good night.
Just go fuck yourself.
That's a good idea. The other day, this guy told me to go fuck myself. And I said, you know what? That's a good idea. There's a reason they call him Black Salami.